Article 74 says the President shall act in accordance with the advice of the Council of Ministers. This seems to make the President a pure rubber stamp. Is that accurate? Not entirely. There are specific situations where the President has genuine, real discretion that cannot simply be overridden by the Cabinet's advice. These situations are fewer than most people assume, but they are constitutionally significant. Let me explain each one. The first is the appointment of the Prime Minister when no single party has a clear majority in Lok Sabha. When one party or pre-poll coalition has a clear majority, the President has no discretion. The leader of that majority is the Prime Minister. But when the election produces a hung parliament with multiple parties and uncertain coalitions, the President must decide who to invite to form the government. This requires genuine judgment. The President must invite the person most likely to command majority support on the floor of Lok Sabha. The second situation is refusing to dissolve Lok Sabha when the Prime Minister recommends it but has lost majority support. Under normal circumstances, when the Prime Minister advises the President to dissolve Lok Sabha, the President follows this advice. But if the Prime Minister has clearly lost the confidence of the Lok Sabha and is advising dissolution to avoid a confidence vote, the President can refuse dissolution and instead invite another leader who might command a majority. The principle, established through the S.R. Bommai case of 1994, is that the floor of the House is the best test of majority. A Prime Minister who has lost majority cannot dissolve Parliament to escape accountability. The third situation is returning Cabinet advice once for reconsideration under Article 74. After the 44th Amendment of 1978, the President can return the Cabinet's advice once with a request to reconsider. If the Cabinet reconsiders and sends back the same advice, the President must accept it. This creates one opportunity for the President to signal concerns, but it is not a genuine veto. It is a request. The fourth situation is referring constitutional questions to the Supreme Court under Article 143. This is entirely the President's initiative and does not require prior Cabinet advice. The fifth is the pocket veto we discussed in the previous video. While technically not a power of discretion listed in the Constitution, the absence of a time limit creates a de facto power to hold bills indefinitely. Now the landmark case that sets the general principle. In Shamsher Singh v. State of Punjab of 1974, the Supreme Court held that the President and the Governor are constitutional heads who must act on the advice of their respective councils of ministers in almost all matters. Individual discretion is very narrow and constitutionally limited. The S.R. Bommai case of 1994 further clarified that even when the President is imposing President's rule under Article 356, the President's satisfaction must be based on objective material, not mere political motivation. Judicial review of Article 356 proclamations is possible. Before 1994, Article 356 was used over 90 times in 44 years, often for political purposes. After the S.R. Bommai judgment, it has been used only about 15 to 16 times in 30 years. That is the real-world impact of limiting presidential discretion to objective grounds. Now your MCQ. In which of the following situations does the President of India exercise genuine independent discretion not controlled by Cabinet advice? Option 1. When appointing Supreme Court judges on the Collegium's recommendation. Option 2. When summoning a session of Parliament. Option 3. When appointing the Prime Minister in a hung Parliament where no single party has a clear majority. Option 4. When promulgating an ordinance. Think carefully. The correct answer is Option 3. The appointment of the Prime Minister in a hung Parliament is the clearest situation of genuine presidential discretion. The President must independently assess who can command Lok Sabha majority and invite that person. Options 1, 2, and 4 are all situations where the President acts on binding advice from the Cabinet or the Collegium. There is no independent judgment involved.